We all know that India is the world's most populous nation, but just how many Indian citizens are there? UN estimates suggest 1.4 billion, but the government is now trying to get an exact number. It's why it's called this census a gigantic exercise of national importance. 3 million officials will travel the length and breadth of the country. It'll cost a whopping $1.25 billion. This will be the first digital census in India's history. Officials will be armed with smartphones to log details of millions of Indians. Also, for the first time, long-term live-in relationships will be registered as married couples. In the first 15 days of April, people can register themselves online as well. These are the details you'll need to fill: the number of people living in a house, their marital status, what kind of access to amenities they have like water, sanitation facilities, internet and assets owned by them. Also your caste, which is something that communities like this one say they'll be watching closely to see what kind of data comes out on the socially and economically marginalized groups living in India. The caste system is a form of social hierarchy dating back thousands of years. It affects the jobs you can do, your access to education and resources. The government has quotas to help those communities get jobs and education, but they say more needs to be done.
In jobs and education, I think there should be more quotas for people like us.
Discrimination is wrong. God has created all of us equally. We've created these social divisions.
The last time caste data was collected comprehensively was in 1931. India's first government after independence stopped the exercise, saying it would end the reinforcement of social divisions. But in the last few years, there's been a big focus on social injustice here, particularly by the opposition, and that seems to have fueled the inclusion of caste as well. The census is important because it'll help policies on development and social welfare. Cities here are struggling to cope as more and more Indians migrate to urban centers. There's overcrowding, water and housing shortages, widening income inequalities and rising pollution levels. Now, policies to address these issues were set based on data collected 16 years ago. But we'll have to wait a full year for the results of this census. Numbers are only expected next March. Neha, Poonia, Al Jazeera, New Delhi.